Yay!
Hey, Tracey, how are you?
Awesome. Hey guys, it's so good to see you. Yeah, so I have a pretty amazing testimony, and I'm going to say it without crying because it's really a life changer. So Alan, Sherry, and I've known you all for years. Sherry gave me a phone call beginning of July, and she's like, "Hey, Tracey," and so she shared with me, you know, they came across this stem patch, and I'm going to be really honest. I went, "What? Like, this sounds, what?" You know. She's like, she just said, "Hey, you know, I just don't want you to miss out. And, you know, I know you're into health and everything." And I said, "You know what? I've got lots of things I'm doing and I'm good. Like, I'm good. I've got, you know, I'm into preventative health, and I had cancer 12 years ago. So that was a big deal, pushing me forward into prevention." And so I said, "You know, that sounds really good." So she sort of talked to me about it. And I said, "I'm going to be really honest, because, you know, I'm going to be really honest." I go, "I don't know. It sounds hokey." And so, you know, what was funny was that, well, it's not funny, but I started paying attention because a lot of people started sharing all these results. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this? Right. So we talked a couple more times, but then I thought, do I just have fear of missing out, like FOMO? And then something happened for me. I said, I went, so because I had cancer, I go yearly for ultrasounds and things like that. All of a sudden, I go for my end of July ultrasound, which is my yearly ultrasound. And in the ultrasound, they said, "Tracey, we can do more tests." And I said, "Why? Why would you do more tests?" "Well, they found something." And they said, "You know what, something's changed." And I'm like, oh my gosh. So anyway, I knew something wasn't good. So I had not been feeling great for a while. Like, I just kept saying to my friends, something's not right. Anyway, that was on a Friday. I had to wait till Monday for my doctor to phone me with the results. On Friday, I phoned Sherry and I said, "Hey, you know that thing?" Anyway, you know, because I was paying attention, you know, to it and stuff. And we went up to their cabin. David and I went up to their cabin on Sunday, and we spent the day. And then the evening, I said, "Okay, tell me about the thing. You know, what is this?" So they told us, and I'm more into health and stuff than maybe David is, and that's okay. We're all in different places, but we both looked at each other, and Sherry goes, "I think that was the fastest decision I've ever seen." I think it was 10 seconds. Like, I said, "We need to talk." We went in the other room, and he's like, "Get as many as you can." So I got as many as I could. I ordered the largest amount that I could. And the next, so Sherry gave me some to start. So that was Sunday. I started Monday morning. I was at work. My doctor called me. He goes, "Tracey, I'm just going to be honest. This doesn't," you know, like, he's trying to tell me all the good things first. And he goes, "Okay, there's something that was found, and this doesn't look good. We're going to, I'm sending it right away to a specialist." So I don't know about everywhere else in the world, but our health system is kind of crumbling. So to get in for emergency surgery or anything like that takes a long time now. The next thing that was alarming was that he said there was something up, it didn't look promising, but the surgeons all started trying to get me in that week. And then I got a call by the end of the week, because they said she needs surgery. She needs surgery. What they found was 2 golf ball sized cysts on my ovary, my right ovary. And I'm like, I've always had a little tiny cyst. That's okay, that happens, people do. But all of a sudden, some party broke out in the last year in my ovary, on my ovary. And now there's these 2 golf ball sized cysts, but one of them had vascularity. So vascularity is the alarming bell, right? We don't want that. And I won't say what that represents or anything, but I was like, oh my gosh. So I started the stem cell patch on that Monday that he called me, and in the afternoon, remarkably calm. I was so calm. I'm like, that's weird. Why am I so calm? I just felt this sense of relaxation come over me. That night, I slept like a rock. David's like, "You did not move last night. You slept like a rock." And I'm like, I know. So that was the first thing. And I wasn't expecting to feel anything, because remember, I thought, what is this thing? Anyway, that started happening. I started feeling good. I had mental clarity. I had no anxiety over any of this. And so they booked the surgery. They're like, "You're on an emergency wait list." And well, the emergency wait list took 6 weeks. Like, but that's what was amazing is by around week 5 of using this patch, I kept saying, "I want to get another ultrasound. Like, how do I do that?" I was trying to pay for one. I was like, something's up. I think something's changed. And when I went in for the surgery, I'm like, I really don't want to do this. But anyway, went in for the surgery. And when they opened me up, my right ovary was completely normal. There was nothing wrong with the right ovary. So I'm just saying, like, that is, I'm in awe still. I'm in awe. That is so life-changing, because your whole life flashes before you, you know, when you're told what they are telling you that they expect this is. So I will never stop the patch. I now have ordered all the patches, and I'm sharing it with everyone. I am so grateful to Al and Sherry for reaching out to me. That is life-changing. Yes. Because I know, in 6 weeks, how does that happen? It didn't burst. I would have been in emergency if they had both burst. There was no vascularity. That's so huge. No cysts. They did remove my left ovary. I'm like, but there was a small mark there. I'd had surgeries before. I don't know if it was from there or not, but you know what? I have a wonderful man in my life. I have beautiful grown children. I have grandchildren. And you know, you don't know, like I always used to say, you don't know what's going on inside you, or you don't know what you've got inside you. I would be talking about people's gifts and empowering and things like that, but we really actually don't know. And when people say, I don't really have any health issues, I didn't think I had any health issues. I still take care of myself, so to speak. And I didn't know that was going on. And I was just very fortunate to have had that annual ultrasound and this testimony now, because I was, you know, the patch was shared with me. So